Run defense, what we need to do?
That's a big question. Yeah, you just came in straight off the bat. I think really, like, you say that, but to me it's just like you take a step back in this bye week now, and it's time to reflect and look back on what we can get better on. I don't think it's just one thing. I think as a defense, like, Q's got us looking at all our areas. We go back, we delve in, and then we come back and we try and improve, you know?
What did you see from Jonathan Hankins in his first game with Cowboys? As advertised, obviously he still needs to acclimate to the system.
Yeah, he done a good. It was cool to get him in. I didn't expect to get him that many reps. I'm gonna lie, you know, like, cause the way, like, the Bears are kind of like the Packers in that way, cause they will keep their guys on the field and they don't want to let you guys change, you know. Especially with us, we rotate a lot of guys, and so when he was out there, and I couldn't change, and so he got a few more reps. But he did good. Like, he's kind of. He plays with a great play style. He's a good guy. I thought he did well with, like, the small amount of time he had to do. Like, it was more about on first and second down allowing him to just be comfortable in his technique, and then we'll clean that stuff up. So it was quite a vanilla. Some play calls in there for him when he was in there, but he did a good job.
What did having two big guys like him and Bohanna, what did that do for your running help, and how does it help other guys with their fits and to be better?
Obviously, when you're looking for those type of players, you're looking at guys that demand a double team, you know, like, and when you got two of them out there together, it makes it difficult for the offense, you know. But then on top of that, you better be ready for play action pass, you better be ready for perimeter run game, because they're not going to go directly down the middle on you. So it's just making people understand who you're in with, what you can anticipate, you know.
Is there something about old school having big guys that occupy blockers that linebackers run to the ball? Is that part of it as well? To keep the linebackers clean?
Yeah, and I think, you know, like, the game's very situational. Like, not kind of trying to be patronized, but NFL football is very situational. So, like, in those situations, when it is a 50-50 down, you want the right type of people in there. And at times, they can be the right type of people.
Tristan Hill, Gallimore, they want to play.
Yep.
And how do you manage, this week you're down because it's what it is. How do you kind of manage with those guys?
I think every week you have to be prepared to go into that week. What group do you need for that situation? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the way I look at it, and I try and convey it to the guys. Is like, what do we need to do for this week? If we're leading up to this week and this is our Super Bowl, you know, if we're trying to get ready to win this week, what do we need? And I think each week that changes, because each week you're playing a completely different offensive scheme, completely different style of play. So I think the cool thing about our room is we have these guys that can have different roles, but they all have different traits.
Right.
So, like, using them for what they're good at is kind of the way you try and do it. You know, it doesn't always work like that, but you try, you know.
Right,
Sam Williams, he missed on Sunday
Yeah.
with injury, but can you talk a little bit about his progression in limited reps and
yeah.
what he can be for the Cowboys?
Yeah, I think for Sam, he can be whatever he wants to be. You know, I think the good thing for Sam and his development is the fact that he's in a group with a lot of rushers, so there's not too much pressure on him. He can get limited snaps. He can grow within those snaps. He can make some mistakes, make some real great plays. You know he's going to make the splash plays because he has the physical ability to do that. But now you can see, like, the game is slowing down for him, and he puts in so much work for it. You know.